Jai Gurudev, hi Bill, thank you for joining us today. You have been with the Art of Living since 1991. Could you share one of your early experiences that left a lasting impression on you? Absolutely, one of my most memorable experiences was the Guru Purnima course in Lake Tahoe. I was living there at the time and decided to cook for everyone attending the course. It was a huge honor, especially because Gurudev himself was going to be there. On one of the final days, I was busy in the kitchen and arrived late to a smaller meeting. Gurudev was holding with some local organizers. When I walked in, he was sitting at the front with a child named Tikka, who had this blissful look on her face. Watching them interact filled me with a profound sense of joy and ecstasy. It was a moment that epitomized the pure, innocent joy that he could bring into people's lives. That sounds like a beautiful and touching moment. How has Gurudev's presence influenced your family? There's one instance that stands out. After the Silver Jubilee, which marked the 25th anniversary of the Art of Living, there was an event at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. My daughter, who was 12 then, had been to the RXL program and was asked to give a talk. She was the only child who memorized her speech, while others, who were mostly high school kids, read theirs. Seeing her honored on stage by Gurudev in front of all those politicians was incredible. They shared a moment of mutual recognition and joy that melted my heart. It was a testament to how Gurudev uplifts us by honoring our children and guiding us through their experiences. It is wonderful to hear how these experiences have shaped your family. Could you share another story involving your daughter and Gurudev? Sure, after one of the Lake Tahoe courses, we went on a moonlight boat ride on the south end of the lake. On our way back, Tika, who was sitting in the back seat with me, suddenly asked if we could stop and pick up a video. This was quite unexpected because she had never made such a request before. Gurudev, sitting in the front seat, perked up and asked about it. He then explained to us how watching too much television isn't good for young children's development. It was clear to me that he had planted the idea in her mind to create this moment for us to learn from. His guidance in such matters has been invaluable, especially as I later became involved with teaching children through the Yes for Schools program. It is amazing how Gurudev uses everyday moments to impart important lessons. You have mentioned hosting Gurudev in Lake Tahoe. What was that experience like? Hosting Gurudev in Lake Tahoe was incredible and quite nerve-wracking. I was asked to cook for 800 people for 8 days. Before this, I had only cooked for about 20 people at a time. For 2 months prior, I would wake up at 3:30 or 4 in the morning to plan menus and figure out the quantities of food needed. I decided to cook different cuisines each night to keep things interesting for the attendees, ranging from Italian and Chinese to Thai and Mexican, along with Indian food. When I saw Gurudev in Canada just before the event, I was filled with fear about how I would manage it. He reassured me with a calm smile and said, "Just make every meal a celebration, a feast." His words gave me the confidence to pull it off, and it turned out to be an amazing experience, stretching me beyond my perceived limits and showing me what was possible with his guidance. It is evident that your journey with the Art of Living has been filled with transformative experiences. How has this journey influenced your current role? My journey has been deeply influenced by current role as the international director of the Yes for Schools program, known as Sky Schools. This program brings youth empowerment and self-development skills to students from ages 4 to 17. Working closely with children and seeing the impact of these teachings has been incredibly rewarding. The lessons I have learned from Gurudev, particularly about nurturing and guiding children, have been central to my work. It has become my life's work to bring these valuable teachings into schools across North and South America. Thank you, Bill, for sharing these insightful and heartfelt stories. Your dedication and experiences with the Art of Living are truly inspiring. Thank you. It's been a privilege to share these moments and the impact they have had on my life and work. Jai Gurudev.